Peter Parkinson's was just a boy like anybody else. He had many ambitions and many dreams. Peter Parkinson was going to school, where there he'd be meet many friends. This is a desk. That's a hat. And this is a chair. Peter was the top of his class, getting A pluses on all of his papers. A pluses coming your way, Peter. A pluses. While Peter was very happy at his accomplishments, some of the other kids were somewhat jealous. So they beat Peter up. Some bloods. Peter was very sad and he had nobody to talk to. On his way to lunch one day, Peter was approached by a female. She said to Peter, "There's no reason to be sad. Those others are just jealous at your beautiful mind." Peter's frown turned upside down. The two shared lunch together and talked about many different things. These are some fruits in the juice box. Shoot. Oh, her name was Gabriella. Gabriella and Peter became very close friends, and they even hold hands. Unfortunately, Gabriella didn't tell Peter that she had a boyfriend. And unfortunately, this boyfriend was a bully. His name was George Washington. George was much bigger than Peter, and he told Peter he didn't want to see him around anymore, especially not hanging out with Gabriella, because Gabriella belonged to him and Gabriella was his property, treating property like it was his woman, and that he should get a real hobby like playing football. Wanting to prove himself, Peter tried out for football. Unfortunately, during a scrimmage, Peter was put down by Gerard. Peter was sad. He broke his toe and was not able to play football anymore. How could he impress the girl of his dreams? He had no idea what to do. He could only imagine in his head what silly George was doing right now with Gabriella. Poor Peter was humiliated. He had no idea what to do. He sat alone at home that night, crying in a corner. I don't want to draw him again. My arm is getting tired, so this is a corner. Out of the speck of an eye, on the television, he saw some people doing some jumps over buildings, many buildings. What was this cool thing he saw? It was parkour. Parkour, they said. Parkour, they said. Oh, what is this parkour, they said. This seemed to be was a revolution. Peter. So Peter wanted to train parkour. He went outside and he practiced doing jumps, doing drills, doing plunges, doing lunges, doing rolls, doing twists, doing dives. Parkour became life. After many weeks, Peter wanted to show his skill to Gabriella. So what he do is he went to his schools and he said, "Hey Gabriella, you and your big hunk of a lump boyfriend, you come check this out." She was a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, but a little bit excited too. And George was furious. So Peter said to George, "I bet you I can clear this gap in between the school building and the administration building. I bet you your girlfriend Gabriella." George was outraged. She was very furious. "What, are you scared?" And then George said, "No." And then Peter said, "Let's do this." And then George said, "Okay." And he make the run, and he run across the roof, and he do the jump. But he stepped, and he hit a gravel, and the rock crumbled. He barely makes it to the administration building, and he grabs on tight with all of his might. And he holds on, and he holds on, because he believes he is right. But unfortunately, George climbed up the administration building and stepped on Peter's hand. So Peter fell to the ground and he cracked his head open like a melon. It's a beer belly. Gabriella was very upset with George. She did not know what to do, but a deal is a deal. So remember, don't do stupid stuff to impress people. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my channel. Daily uploads Monday to Friday. Turn on notification, become a squad. But you gotta focus.